Hey guys, so I'm just checking in with you. I am less than 8 weeks out at this time, and I wanted to share all my progress pictures with you. So this is my starting point. Definitely leaner than I was last time. I didn't do a bulk, and I just kind of tried to keep a lean physique while working out and all that good stuff. Just gonna share some progress pictures with you and a little bit of workout footage. I always try and do a heavy leg day, and that involves some squats, deadlifts, heavy weighted lunges, and then I have another leg day that's more bodybuilding style and accessory work, glute focus. I mean, I try to focus on my glutes during everything. And this is one of my accessory days, and I did a little differently this time. I really did high reps, and I didn't love it at all. It just is kind of a lot on your joints. So I did some lightweight squats, supersetted that with some stationary reverse lunges, and I really like these. I've been trying to focus on balance and just doing one leg at a time. Here's some one-legged, I guess, deadlifts. I think that's one-legged RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. It just kind of helps with any, imbalances that you have with strength or, some weaknesses that you might find doing one-sided type exercises. We do have weaknesses, and we tend to overcompensate without knowing it with our stronger muscles, our bigger muscles, more stable muscles, things like that. So it's good to switch things up, try and find some weaknesses. And here we have, I think it's called, why am I drawing a blank? What are these called? Anyways, these are more about like flexibility and balance. And then I'm just going to share some food. So I am not really eating that bowl anymore, but I do like my turkey, salad, try and volumize things. So here's some more progress pictures. I do feel leaner. I feel like my waist is getting a little bit leaner. I think my next set of progress pictures is where you can really see it though. So not a whole lot of changes. This is just one of my snacks that I like having. A little bit of ice cream. Pretty moderate macros, actually, not super low. And then if you follow me on Instagram, or I guess have seen my last video, you'll see the recipe. It's posted on the bottom, and it's also posted on my Instagram. Hotel, going out to dinner tonight, having like a hotel breakfast tomorrow, and I just wanted to share how I'm doing that. So I had a heavy leg today, which I chose as my refeed since we're going to dinner tonight. My refeed days are a little bit lower in fat, and so I've been conscientious of how much fat I'm having up until dinner. I've saved 21 grams of fat for dinner, 31 grams of protein, and like 100 and almost 30 grams of carbs. So I just have to be careful with the fat, because fat does tend to be high when you go out to eat, definitely more than 20 grams if you're not careful. So I will let you know how that goes, maybe take a picture of my food or something, because I don't want to be like vlogging during dinner. But I just wanted to share, I had like my typical 2 servings of Kodiak cakes with what's it called, chocolate chips, it was 2 servings of chocolate chips. So a little bit higher in fat, but I like that. It satiates me, and I don't know, I just really like how full I've been feeling before my workouts. Not full, but like the perfect amount. So that's been working. And then after my workout, I didn't really have anything. Sipping on BCAAs, had pre-workout creatine. And then I just had my omelet that I like to have with spinach and everything. It's just egg whites, no... I think there's like 1 gram of fat in the meal that I had. I used I can't believe it's not butter spray. Had an English muffin that has no fat in it. Had jelly on that because I get more carbs today, obviously, my refeed. And then, so that was like nice and filling. I made those protein pumpkin banana muffins, and those have a little bit of chocolate chip on them. Those have, I think if I eat 2 of those, which I'm planning on eating, it has 6 grams of fat, but it's like good fat. There's like not any bad fat in it. I think most of the fat is from like flaxseed. What does it have? Oats, protein, obviously bananas and pumpkin. Like it's just trace amounts from things, but most of the fat I think is from the flaxseed. But yeah, so some healthy fats there. And then I packed some food. I packed one of my Dannon Light and Fit yogurts. If I can find it, I'll show you. But anyway, so here's the muffins. I'm going to have 2 of them. And then I'm packing a salad for before dinner because I need to get my protein. So I've got 4 ounces of protein in there, a serving of dressing. And then that whole meal has 4 grams of fat, 2 from the dressing and 2 from the chicken. And then there's no fat in these, oh, it's all bent up, these yogurts. And so I'm going to have one of these, get a little bit of protein, and then obviously carbs. And then I've got like Monsters. Me and my husband really like the white Monsters, and then some Diet Cokes in here. And then I guess I can turn you around. And then some water. I can just, I'll fix it later. So yeah, 2 little things of water in there to fill up my hydro flask. And then just in case you're wondering, is just in case, it's 1 serving of Kodiak cakes with 1 serving of chocolate chips. Tomorrow is a rest day for me, but I get a little bit more fat, so I might do that. You know, just depends on when we come home tomorrow. So I'll have breakfast, not really worry about things, and then, you know, plan the rest of my day out later. It's just a rest day, so just like take my time, not rush the food. So yeah, just planning ahead, saving a lot of macros for dinner, and then, you know, if there's anything left over after dinner, then I will figure it out. I actually have a lot of snacks packed, but I think a lot of them have fat in it, which would be a problem. Yeah, I've got like Wheat Thins, pretzels, Pirate's Booty. If you're not familiar with Pirate's Booty, it's at, I bought a big old thing of it at Costco. It's like cheesy rice puffs, but it's usually at Jamba Juice too. The last of our pretzels, Wheat Thins. But yeah, they all has, these are like mostly for the kids, it just has some fat in it. So if I happen to have extra fat after dinner, I'm really gonna try and do low fat for dinner for sure. Not sure what I'm having because I don't know where we're going, but it's just best to be prepared. But I had 45 grams of fat today, so I figure almost half, saving half for dinner, that's a lot. So anyways, I could have tried to like save all of it for dinner, but that's crazy. That's so much fat. It's best to like even out your meals and have like more of a balanced, you know, a balance of your macros in each meal. It helps for like nutrient absorption and for satiation and just like metabolizing all of the macros. They work best together. So anyways, just wanted to share that, and I will see you next time. All right, so here's just some footage of the hotel, and I'm going to do a little voiceover because what I say is pretty boring in this video. But basically we got upgraded, so that was cool for no charge. So, and then you'll see the pretty view, and you'll see Diamond Head and all of that. But I just kind of wanted to let you know how the day went. I didn't really have any of those kid snacks. We had room service for dinner. I had my salad at the beach. I think I was at the beach when I ate it, or maybe the pool. But I ended up having like a chicken sandwich with sweet potato fries. It was good. And then breakfast, the following day was my rest day, and it was a low carb day, and I ended up eating like way too many carbs for breakfast, and it was because I had a poi English muffin, which was like at least twice the amount of carbs of a regular muffin, and I kind of knew it was more, but I didn't realize it was so much more, but it ended up being fine. You know, you just stick to your macros and make it work. So yeah, it was fun to just kind of get away from the house and away from, you know, house responsibilities and everything, and it was just really fun for the kids. And yeah, this was a nice little hotel, and the hotel food was pretty good. The breakfast in the morning was really good. The baby had a hard time at night sleeping, so not so relaxing with a little one, but yeah, it was good. So that's all I guess that I really have to share as far as macros go. It doesn't always go according to plan, but you just have to kind of be prepared. I ended up having candy to fill out my carbs for the day, and pretty sure the kids got the sweet end of the master bedroom, because it's like a bigger bathroom and everything. So funny. But yeah, it was good. Relaxed by the pool, relaxed with the baby, just try to enjoy the weather and being here. Even though we live here, it's like you get caught up in the day-to-day routine and working and, you know, being a parent and all that good stuff. So, yeah, back to it. Hey guys, so I am trying to share bits and pieces of my week. Today's Tuesday and this Saturday is 8 weeks out from the competition. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my macros were lowered a little bit. So a regular training day is 210 grams of carbs, 100 grams of protein, and 55 fat. He just lowered my carbs a little bit. And weight's not really doing a whole lot this week yet, but I still have a few days for that to change. I just started my period, so some of you may know that your period makes you hold on to some weight, so hopefully it'll drop over the next couple weeks if it doesn't drop this week. But I'm on my pre-workout or post-workout meal, I guess I should say. I had 2 servings of Kodiak cakes with a serving and a half of, or wait, just 1 serving of chocolate chips. I was supposed to have a yogurt but didn't. Then I had a yogurt just now after the grocery store. Sorry, you dropped it. And then now I'm having an omelet, 1 egg, 4 egg whites, 40 grams of onion, like a half a cup of spinach, I think 30 grams of bell pepper, and then I'm going to boil some water, and then I'm going to have 50 grams of cream of wheat, and then I forget how much sugar I have logged, but I'm pretty sure it's like, I don't know, a couple teaspoons or something. I don't know, I kind of just logged it not really knowing what I was going to do for sure, because cream of wheat, you don't really need a lot of sweetener. And I've tried stevia and stuff, I just don't really like it very much. I like it in my coffee just fine, but not in my cream of wheat or my oatmeal. I need the real stuff. So anyways, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this thing where I try not to eat for 5 hours. So 5 hours in between meals, but we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. Also, I need to increase my fiber. I had like 7 grams of fiber yesterday. It was my low carb day. So I went and got some Fiber One bars, which I really like. Those have like 5 grams of fiber each. And then I'm having some like black beans today and a low carb tortilla, which has like 7 grams of fiber. So I'm going to be on it today. I'm going to have like over 35 grams. I know, you dropped it though. You dropped it. Here she is enjoying those muffins that I posted on Instagram. So she's a little cranky because she woke up from her nap too soon. That is, excuse me, that is a lot of cream of wheat. I did not realize. I mean, these are one of the smaller bowls, but still, it's a lot of cream of wheat and 10 grams of sugar. That's it. Okay guys, Coach did not change my macros with this check-in, but it is now Tuesday. He wanted me to check in midweek, and he did decide to change them so that we can see some extra results, get ready early, and then fill out if we need to. So my training days are 140 protein, 180 carb, 50 fat. My off days are 150 carb, 45 fat. My refeeds are 275 carb, 45 fat, and protein is always 140. Oh, and he increased my steady state by 5 minutes per session. I am currently 8 weeks out from I guess it's more like 7 weeks and 5 days out from the Sean Ray Hawaiian Classic here in Oahu, Hawaii, and that will take place November 4th. So I just kind of I'm sitting in front of my computer. I wanted to go over my prep so far. I started kind of late. I had, if you've been following me, you know that I had a hernia repair, an inguinal hernia repair. So right by like my pubic bone area. And then I was like restricted with everything. And then before I had even had the surgery, I hadn't really gone back to 100% of like my strength, what it was before having the baby and everything. So anyways, so a few little things are keeping me from being where I feel like I was, for my last prep. But that being said, I feel like muscle memory is really on my side. Muscles really, they don't have brains, but so the idea with muscle memory is that your muscles will, gain strength and size and everything faster than they did originally because they've already been that strong and that big before. So I really feel like my first couple weeks of prep, that I was kind of burning fat and gaining muscle at the same time. And people say that you can't do that, but the reality is that your body is doing a number of things at the same time. So what you're looking at is your overall, like what it's doing the most of. So when you're in a deficit, it's not gonna your muscles aren't gonna grow like crazy. You're gonna burn more fat than anything. And when you're in a surplus, and I'm talking about calories, when I say deficit and surplus, when you're eating more, you can gain size and fat more than you'll be burning fat. But you probably are burning some fat too, but you're probably gaining more than you're losing. So anyways, I just feel like there was a period of time there where I was like leaning out and feeling fuller. There's no way of really like knowing for sure. I didn't get my body tested or anything, my body fat percentage tested, but it's just the way that I feel. And my weight was kind of being funky, and like I said, things happen at the same time. Things are always happening in your body, and so you can't just say, oh, I'm eating this many calories and my weight's not budging. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not making any progress. And so what I'm trying to do this prep, just to keep my head right and just to have really good perspective, is not only weighing myself every day and comparing my weight of, like, I check in with my coach on Friday. So, I give him my weight Friday, and then I'll give him my weight next Friday, and we compare that weight. But I'm also comparing the average weekly weight of, the week before to the week that I'm currently in, and seeing like overall during the week what's happened. Just looking at different foods. I'm starting to do that, looking at different foods that like what kind of impact they have on my body. I'm eating black beans more, which are really high in sodium, and certain brands have higher sodium than others. And so I'm working, kind of playing around with that, but I really like black beans. It's a good source of fiber, and I'm really working on keeping my fiber up. So that's something that I'm looking at too. I take averages for all of my macros, my weight, my fiber weekly, keeping track of cardio, obviously. So I'm going to show you how I started, and I purposely was eating a lot of food before really starting with my coach. So you'll see that right here, August 18th is when I started working with him. It was my first day, and these are the macros that I was on. And then he has me doing 3 20-minute steady state cardio sessions for this first week. So this is the first week. But if you look beforehand, my average weight was about, 121. My calories were really high this week, 2,600, almost 2,200. Not really doing a whole lot of cardio here, kind of upped it right here. My fiber was 27 right here, just because the calories were so high, but generally not super great. So I started with him, and then I had like a freak out moment. Where is it? 8:22. I ate, more than I should have. Not a ton more than I should have, but I just did, and I wasn't really sticking to it. Wasn't sure if I was gonna do the show, and just kind of freaking out, and it was like a total head game for me. Just adjusting to trying to figure out if this is really what I want to do. Like, I had already paid him in full and was ready to go, and then the first few days I was like, oh crap, this is getting hard. Am I gonna be able to do this with the kids and not be cranky and be a good mom and blah blah blah? And then once I decided to write a rap, and one of my last videos that I posted that, and it's just like a funny rap, and it's just supposed to be funny, but like what I said in it was kind of true. So you'll see that my first so I averaged 120.2 pounds. Oh wait, no, I averaged 120.6 pounds that before I even started, and then the Friday before, which was my first day, I'll widen it here, I was 120.2. So then I'm also the same weight the next Friday, but if you look at my weight here, I gained weight for the average weekly weight. So Not sure what that was all about. You know, my calories are still high, so it's possible that I was in a surplus. It could have been, you know, like I said, a number of things. Sodium, all kinds of things. So you go into my second week of prep, and you'll see the Fridays I gained 0.4 pounds, but the average weekly weight went down by 1.5 pounds. So he went ahead and lowered my macros just in case, just because we're like really, I was like 9 weeks out here, and we need to be making some progress and err on the side of, aggression. So not that this is aggressive at all. Like most people are like, not eating this many calories, 2,000 calories 9 weeks out. So anyways, again, I didn't take my weight right here because I was at a hotel and forgot my scale. So you see, from the Friday before to just this last Friday, I lost 1 pound and 1.6 pounds. But if you look at my weekly average, didn't budge much. I lost like 0.04 pounds. So that's like what I focus on more than anything is the average. And so my coach is looking at this and he's like, yeah, that's a big drop for Fridays, but it's only, that one day that I was 119. So I'm actually going to check in with him tomorrow, and he's going to review the last few days. So it was looking kind of good, 120, 119.6. But here, I don't know what happened this morning. Like, I had a rest day yesterday, but yeah, I just don't know. So I ate less, and you would think that by eating less that I would weigh less in the morning, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm almost kind of wondering if I overate on accident and somehow like mislogged something. I don't think that I did, but I wasn't like that hungry. Maybe the calories were high for a rest day. I don't know. Like the body just does weird stuff because I'm now changing my refeeds to Fridays. And so I kind of had 2 refeeds last week. I didn't okay it with him. So you'll see, let me get the miles. So right here, I had a refeed, which was, let's see, this is a Friday, it was a Sunday. And then for this week, I decided to have a refeed Friday, but it was really like last week. So anyways, I'm gonna refeed Fridays now since I check in on Fridays, so my body will have adjusted from that and then be a normal weight. So that's what I've decided to do. So yeah, I had a refeed Friday, regular day Saturday, and then a rest day yesterday, which was Sunday. And then I have a regular day today, so we'll see what my weight does tomorrow. But I imagine that he'll probably drop my weight again. When he dropped my macros last, which was, like a week and a half ago, he also increased my cardio just by 5 minutes per steady state session. So we'll see what happens. He only dropped my carbs. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens, probably in this video. But I think he should probably drop me. I'm like less than 8 weeks out, and like I feel good about how I look. I just had a photo shoot yesterday, a fun little photo shoot. My like she's a family friend. I've known her for like 21 years. And her boyfriend is a photographer and was on, here on island and wanted to do some shoots. And so I got to shoot with him and I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get the pictures soon and then I can share them with you. It wasn't a fitness photo shoot. It was more just like, there were like some artsy photos and just like some just pretty pictures by the beach. There was some bathing suit photos, but like he has a very, he has his own style and it wasn't supposed to be like fitness. It was supposed to be more relaxed, straight-faced and things like that. So I do have a fitness photo shoot lined up for after my competition that will be more like about the muscles and like the leanness and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that too. But anyways, so I had that yesterday. Have not worked out today. It's leg day, heavy leg day. My son is sick. He has a fever, and so I wasn't able to get to the gym this morning, but I plan on going tonight after my daughter's dance and stuff. I'm really happy with how things are going with this prep. I really needed something for myself being a stay-at-home mom. just to like do for me, to have my mind out of the normal routine of life, and just like something that was my hobby that didn't take too much time away from the kids. I work out every day anyways, you know, almost every day anyways, so that isn't like taking extra time away from the kids. But I don't have to like, you know, go to a jiu-jitsu class or go to a dance class, or, you know, go, like me and my husband have talked about golfing, but it's like I have to get a babysitter for that. And anyways, my husband's really busy. He is a hard worker, making all that money for us. So he, you know, I'm, you know, we have our little responsibilities divvied out, and trying to keep it that way, but also remain sane. You know, he has his things that he does to remain sane too, and he has his hobbies, but I need mine too, and this has been really good for me. It's only been 2.5 weeks, I guess, officially, or wait, 3.5 weeks officially, and yeah, I just feel like I've been able to maintain balance as best as I can. You know, I'm spending time with my kids, my daughter. By daughter, I mean baby. Like the older one is easy, and the older two are easy, but the younger ones, you know, tend to take more time to spend with, and just they're just more dependent, obviously. So it's been going good. I'm just grateful to like be home with the kids and also be able to do this. I've been on all kinds of moms. I've been a single mom, you know, working 2 jobs, going to school, you know, and then I've also been married and working while taking care of the kids, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom again, longer than I was last time, so it's an adjustment for me because I'm like a go, go, go type personality. But it is doable. It's not always doable for everybody, and I think if I had a job right now, I mean, I don't know, you just have to get into the groove, and it depends on your personality and how stressed out you get and things like that, because stress is not going to be on your side during prep. So I just kind of want to like share this kind of aspect of it too, with people, because I know there's a lot of moms out there that want to do this, that want to get back in shape or whatever. And I do recommend that you get into shape before prepping for a show, because it's kind of, a show is like a next level type of thing. But you know, anybody can do it. Just depends on your goals. It just, you kind of get a blow to your ego if you're not ready and you step on stage when everybody else is so much leaner and tighter and fuller, and you're getting last call outs. Like, that doesn't feel good. Not saying that last call outs is a bad thing, because everybody's really competitive and they look good, and if you're last, then it doesn't mean you don't look good by any means. But it just feels good to, you know, be one of the first groups called out. So anyways, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, gonna check in with Coach tomorrow, and I could probably clean up my diet a little bit. I had ice cream and PB and a Reese's peanut butter pumpkin. They have like the big ones, but I bought the small, like the package of small ones, so you get 2 that has like 10 grams of fat, too many carbs, but I like kind of focus more on the fat. Anyways, today's been a funky day with my food, but I'll make it work. That's all. So I will see you guys next time.